So how is Karnataka and other political developments going to impact the run-up to 2024? Well, as always in India, the answer to that really depends pretty much on whom you talk to. And we're going to get two different political voices, divergent political voices, to help us understand that. Let's start, of course, by talking to Yogendra Yadav, who's not now a sophologist anymore, but Yogendra, you do spend all of your time looking at politics, and I think it's probably better to describe you as a political activist right now. But how do you think it's looking? How do you think 2024 is now looking after what's happened in Karnataka?
I'm glad you clarified, Vikram, because I don't pretend to be a neutral political analyst. I'm a political activist. But political activists must not lie to themselves. To my mind, the biggest significance, the real significance of Karnataka Assembly election goes beyond Karnataka, and which is that it still keeps 2024 in an open mode. 2024 is an open election, which is not how the BJP would like it to be. The BJP ideally would like there to be a walkover before the match begins. But Karnataka verdict has ensured that the opposition now has the morale. Post Bharat Jodo Yatra, the momentum that the Congress gained seems to be persisting. This does not, of course, ensure that the Congress will win or the opposition will win 2024. It doesn't even ensure that they would win Karnataka in 24. What it does ensure is that it still is an open match.
Right, Yogendra. So, the big question, of course, that is going to be asked is the extent to which any state election can be seen as forecasting what happens in a national election, especially after what happened in 2018, 2019. I mean, look, whatever happened in Karnataka, it was a vote for the Chief Minister of Karnataka, not a vote for the Prime Minister of the country, and that's where then the Narendra Modi factor and all could start to kick in potentially in the general election. As I was saying, even in 2018, you had the Congress winning Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, losing all of those states when it came to the national election.
We cannot be sure. It is true that Karnataka Assembly election does not point even to the Telangana Assembly elections, which are likely to happen in a few months' time. And Karnataka is one of those states where we have seen split voting, one way in Assembly, another way in Lok Sabha. So, as I said, it's not sure. No one can be confident that Karnataka Assembly election results definitely points to a BJP defeat or a Congress victory in 2024. But the important thing is simply this, and that's the point I wanted to underline, that if the BJP had won Karnataka Assembly election, then doors for 2024 would have been shut. Everyone in television studios in discussions like this would be saying 2024 is a done deal. Let's talk about 2029. That's not happening. If BJP had won, they would have said Bharat Jodo Yatra khus ho gayi, finished. No point in talking about it. Rahul Gandhi people still think is a pappu. Congress is a non-starter. All that has not happened. That, to my mind, is important. There is a battle. No one can be sure of what the battle would achieve, but there is a battle, and that itself is important in times like this. And the second important thing of Karnataka verdict is that it shows us a template that the opposition can use. And to my mind, the template is very simple. Focus on the bottom of the pyramid, base of the pyramid. If you look at four variables, caste, the Congress got support of Ahindas, which are the SC, ST, OBC Muslims of Karnataka. Class, the poorer you are, the higher is the lead for the Congress among the voters. Gender, women gave Congress much bigger margin than was the case among men. And rural urban, it's only in the rural areas that Congress has actually won this election. In the urban areas, it was neutralized. So the template for the opposition for 2024 is focus on the bottom of the pyramid, align your policies and priorities to the bottom of the pyramid, keep it simple, do not get distracted in Bajrang Bali or any such stuff, and hold your nerves. If that is what opposition can achieve, it still is an open game.
Now, Yogendra, I remember you yourself rather famously a couple of years back had said that the Congress party needs to die for the opposition to survive. And that, I suspect, was really because then there would have been space for the other opposition parties to come up and to challenge the BJP at a time. And it was looking as if the Congress was not actually in a position to do so. What is your sense right now? Is the Congress actually in a position to fight the BJP in the states where it is strong? And also, how will this result now affect this entire game of opposition unity and how will that play itself out? Because it could be argued that the Congress becomes more assertive than it would have been if it had lost Karnataka as well, and therefore its demands therefore go up more and it's tougher to have opposition unity.
Vikram, I said Congress must die. This was 2019, just in the wake of exit polls, when it was absolutely clear that the Congress did not even contest the elections seriously. There wasn't even a serious challenge. And I had said, if you cannot take this assault on the Constitution by the BJP in such a critical election, you might as well not exist. What we have witnessed in the last 1 year or so is Congress has shown willingness to come to the street. The Bharat Jodo Yatra and many other things that Congress has done show a willingness to take on the BJP, willingness to take to street, mobilize people, and willingness to speak about big issues that need to be spoken about. I do not remember any mainstream opposition party leader talking about Adani. Rahul has shown the courage to talk about Adani, to talk about the biggest international scandal. It's not even a national scandal, it's an international scandal that the Indian media wouldn't touch. Rahul has shown this capacity to address it. So yes, if someone is doing what I always thought Congress was not doing, then they deserve to be supported. About opposition unity, Vikram, my thesis has been, and I've been writing about it, that it's a massively overplayed factor. A grand nationwide Mahagathbandhan of the opposition is neither likely nor necessary, not even desirable, because in a sense it would give Mr. Modi just that thing that he needs. Everyone is against me, poor me against everyone else, things of that kind. And if you look at the electoral geography of India, state by state, actually, wherever you need opposition unity, it has already been achieved. Maharashtra, Bihar, Jharkhand, Tamil Nadu. And in most other places, it's either unachievable, Uttar Pradesh or Karnataka, or there is no one to ally with. Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. Who do you have opposition unity with? So in a sense, this whole emphasis on opposition unity, to my mind, is really overplayed. In any case, it's premature. Yes, no one party will be able to replace the BJP. Yes, every party is taking on the BJP in their own respective states. And yes, there will be opposition unity, I can guarantee you, within 48 hours after the election results. But trying to achieve it a year before the election is premature and is counterproductive.
All right, Yogendra Yadav, it promises to be a really interesting and exciting year ahead, and we'll keep coming back to you to get more and more perspectives on the way things are panning out. Thank you so much for having joined us.